So we are back on the Odd Council, and man, I just have this incredibly heavy situation sitting in my head that I absolutely need to talk about today.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Lay it on me. I am completely ready for whatever this is.
Okay, so it's this real life dilemma I heard about recently, and it burrows right into your brain because it's so messy.
I love the messy ones. What are we looking at?
Right, so we have these two guys, best friends. Let's just call them Mike and Jace for this.
Got it. Mike and Jace.
And when I say best friends, I mean like a decade of shared history. They grew up together.
Oh, so they have that, like, subterranean level of communication.
Exactly. The kind of bond where you don't even need words half the time. You just know how the other person operates.
Yeah, you know when they're lying or when they're stressed out before they even say hello.
Right. Which is exactly why this whole thing is so devastating. So Mike is in a relationship. He's got this girlfriend. Things are going super well. They're building a life together, right?
Good for Mike.
Good for Mike.
Yeah.
But at some point, his best friend Jace starts developing feelings for the girlfriend.
Oh, brutal. Oh, my God. That is like an instant, universally understood nightmare scenario right there.
It really is a gut punch.
Because usually, right, these stories follow this very predictable, highly destructive script.
Oh, yeah. Somebody gets too drunk or...
Exactly. Someone crosses a boundary at a party and the whole friendship just explodes overnight.
But see, that is what makes this specific situation so crazy to me. Jace actually doesn't follow that script at all.
Wait, really? He doesn't make a move?
No, he makes absolutely no moves. He doesn't flirt. He doesn't try to get her alone. Zero questionable text messages. Nothing.
Wow. Okay, so he's actively trying to be a good guy here.
Consciously, yeah. He is doing everything humanly possible to just keep things normal. But the problem is...
You can't just turn feelings off.
Exactly. You can't willpower your way out of it.
Yeah.
His words are totally polite, but his body language just starts shifting.
Oh, the microscopic stuff.
Yes. It's all in the subtext. It's the way he becomes just a fraction too considerate when she's around, you know?
Right, like laughing at her jokes just a millisecond faster than anyone else in the room.
Exactly. Or like when the three of them are hanging out, his posture just naturally opens up entirely in her direction.
Which is just human nature, right? Your brain is trying to be polite, but your body is betraying you.
Yes, his eyes are dilating, he's paying too much attention, and he doesn't even realize he's doing it.
But Mike realizes it.
Boom, yes. Because they have 10 years of history. Mike's brain is basically hardwired to notice when Jace acts weird.
Yeah, because we track the people closest to us.
Mm.
If your best friend shifts their baseline behavior even a little bit, alarm bells just go off in your head.
Totally. So Mike isn't blind. He sits there on his own couch watching the two people he cares about most, and he just sees it happening.
Got that specific, unique pain of just watching your best friend look at your girlfriend that way.
It's agonizing, right, because it's a betrayal of the heart, even though there's no actual physical betrayal to point to.
That is just absolute psychological torture.
Hmm.
Does he say anything?
No, he doesn't say a single word.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. Mike just quietly watches it unfold. But here is where it gets even more complicated.
I don't know if I could handle it getting more complicated.
Well, Jace isn't an idiot either. Jace realizes he's slipping. He feels these emotions mutating into something he can't just ignore anymore.
So what does he do? Does he finally confess?
No, he does the exact opposite. He engages in, like, this self-exile.
Wait, self-exile? Like he just disappears?
Pretty much. He starts pulling away from the girlfriend. He makes up all these excuses to avoid hanging out when it's going to be the three of them.
Oh, wow. So he's trying to starve the feelings out.
Right. He's trying to handle it completely on his own without causing any drama for Mike.
I mean, I actually have to jump in and defend Jace a little bit here.
Really? You're on Jace's side.
Well, not his side, but I respect it. Because think about it. He's doing the right thing in a really wrong situation.
I guess that's fair.
Feelings don't have an off switch, man. And he is showing some serious character by choosing to suffer in silence rather than, blow up his best friend's life.
I do see the logic in that. He's basically trying to be the shield, protecting Mike's relationship from his own messy feelings.
Exactly. Which takes a massive amount of mental energy, by the way. Trying to act totally normal while actively avoiding someone you care about, that is exhausting.
But here is the tragic irony of the whole thing.
Let me guess. The pulling away is what actually gives it away completely.
Nailed it. Mike noticed the extra attention, he noticed the lingering looks, and now he suddenly notices this very calculated absence.
Your puzzle pieces just snap together.
Yes. Mike reaches the undeniable conclusion. His best friend is in love with his girl.
Oh, man.
And yet Mike still says nothing. Jace doesn't know that Mike knows, and Jace says nothing either.
So they are just locked in this mutual, totally silent standoff.
Yes. Can you imagine how exhausting that is? It's two grown men grabbing a beer, carrying a secret of this magnitude, and just pretending it's a normal Tuesday.
Walking on absolute eggshells around each other.
Exactly. And this is the core debate that has been driving me crazy. This is why I brought it to the show. What should Mike do here?
Okay. Lay out the options.
Option 1, he confronts Jace. Not aggressively, just an honest conversation to clear the air. Option 2, he stays totally quiet and lets it ride.
Honestly, I strongly lean towards staying quiet. Let it ride.
Wait, really? You wouldn't say anything?
No, I wouldn't. Because look at the facts. Jace is already handling it. He recognized he messed up, he set up his own boundaries, and he chose the friendship over his feelings.
But they are living a lie.
Why introduce fire into a situation that isn't actually burning right now? Both the relationship and the friendship are intact. Let the guy fix it privately.
I completely disagree. I think slow fires are the absolute most dangerous kind.
How is it a fire if he's actively pouring water on it by staying away?
Because the emotional debt is compounding. They aren't actually close anymore. They're just managing a crisis protocol. Mike needs to clear the air so they can stop walking on eggshells.
But what does clearing the air actually look like?
It can be super low-key. Mike just sits him down and says, like, hey, man, I've noticed things feel a little different lately. You've been distant. Are we good?
Are we good? That's your grand strategy.
Yeah. It's perfect because it's not an accusation.
Come on, man. If he says, are we good, Jace knows exactly what he's really asking.
Well, yes, that's the subtext, but it gives Jace an exit ramp. It's Mike saying, I see the weight you're carrying and you don't have to carry it alone.
In a movie, maybe that works.
Yeah.
But in real life,
Yeah.
you corner a guy with his deepest shame, and he is going to panic.
Not necessarily.
Yes, he will. What if Jace denies it? What if he gets defensive and gaslights Mike like, dude, I'm just stressed at work. Why are you being weird?
If he does that, then Mike knows exactly where the friendship actually stands.
But you just blew up a friendship that was managing itself fine?
Yeah.
If Jace denies it, the awkwardness becomes completely radioactive.
It's already radioactive.
No. Right now, it's a protective silence. If you force a confrontation and he lies, it becomes a hostile standoff. Now, Jace knows that Mike knows, and Mike knows Jace is lying to his face.
You are assuming this current setup is sustainable. It's not. What happens in 3 years when Mike and this girl get engaged?
By then, Jace will have moved on. Time fades feelings. If Mike leaves it alone, Jace meets someone else, and 5 years from now they laugh about it at the wedding.
Or Jace skips the wedding because he's still self-regulating. You can't build a lifelong brotherhood on top of a dormant volcano, man.
It's not a volcano. The magma is cooling.
Let's flip your hypothetical, all right? What if Mike brings it up gently and Jace actually just drops the act?
And says what?
And says, yeah, man, I caught feelings I hate myself for, and that's why I've been backing off. I am so sorry.
Okay, and then what? Then they're standing in the rubble of their 10-year friendship trying to figure out what to do next.
But it's an authentic friendship. If Jace admits it, Mike can look at him and say, I see that you chose our friendship over your impulses. That builds an unbreakable bond.
I don't doubt the power of honesty. I really don't.
Yeah.
But you're valuing absolute truth over protective peace.
Because silence is just a coward's delay.
I don't think it's cowardly at all.
Ah.
I view silence here as a profound act of grace.
Grace. How so?
Mike is giving Jace the dignity of fixing his own mistake privately. Sometimes leaving things unspoken is the only way relationships survive our messiest human instincts.
I see the dignity angle, I really do. But I just look at that silence and I see a ticking clock. Unspoken things distort every single interaction.
It's just crisis management versus authentic connection.
Yeah.
We are looking at the exact same facts and coming away with completely different conclusions.
Which is exactly why this dilemma is so agonizing. There is no clean answer here.
No, there really isn't. It just comes down to what Mike can actually live with. Does he want a comfortable friendship built on a polite fiction, or the absolute truth that might destroy everything?
Exactly. And that is why we are throwing this over to the listeners, because we are completely split on this.
We genuinely need an external perspective here.
So, to everyone listening, put yourself in Mike's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Think about your absolute best friend in the world.
Right.
If you noticed them quietly falling for your partner and you saw them pulling away to handle it on their own, what do?
Do you absorb the secret and let it ride to protect the peace?
Or do you risk the explosive confrontation to just clear the air? Tell us what you would do. Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Seriously, let us know if you are team confrontation or team silence, and tell us why.
Because that's what we do here. We just take these heavy, impossible human situations and try to navigate the mess.
Thanks for tuning into the Odd Council with us today. It's always fun hashing this stuff out.
Absolutely. Stay curious, everyone. Raw questions, honest debates.